it's a day-by-day situation because our food comes in so quickly and it goes out so quickly.
Simply boxing that into banana roll.
Winnipeg Harvest is working overtime this holiday season to meet the rising needs of Manitoba families. The food bank served about 70,000 Manitobans before COVID-19 hit. They're now serving 85,000. And they're doing it all as a service that relies on volunteers and donors in the midst of COVID-19 restrictions.
The restrictions are increasing and rightfully so. So we are seeing those donations kind of level off a little bit, but I will say that we do have an amazing community here in Manitoba. So even though people aren't able to necessarily meet as a family, people are getting really creative on how they're donating food.
Some are dropping off bins after canvassing their neighborhoods in COVID-safe ways. Others are using the yellow bins in stores. Harvest is looking for more canned goods, but they also have a need for helping hands.
People are being asked to stay home, which we definitely want to encourage. But there are essential services such as Winnipeg Harvest that rely so heavily on volunteers. So I do want to emphasize that we are taking every precaution and going above and beyond precautions in terms of ensuring that we're COVID safe. So if people are home, maybe they're feeling a little bit cooped up from being at home all the time, especially with it being a little bit colder. Again, I encourage people to come and volunteer.
They're also looking for volunteers who can drive 3 or 5 ton trucks and lift heavy bins to make deliveries. Meanwhile, the Christmas Cheer Board will be back in operation November 23rd, and other groups have stepped up their efforts.
This year has been especially hard for a lot of people. And I think giving that little bit of joy is something to celebrate.
They have a list of 125 families, and that list is growing daily. They're trying to help as many as possible, but are looking at a draw format. They're also looking for donations of non-perishable food and new or gently used toys.
In our area of COVID, we have to be safe. All items that I receive are actually going into quarantine in my basement for 2 weeks so that they're not being touched by anybody. All germs can be disposed of, and I sanitize anything that needs to be sanitized.
If you'd like to help out, you can contact Kessler Kochi directly to coordinate a contactless drop-off or pickup. In Winnipeg, Stephanie Lasuk, City News.